It's 2020. The world just entered the biggest pandemic in the last 10 decades. Everybody's falling to the internet.
Hello, everyone.
Education, social interaction, and most importantly, money. But, unknown to everyone at the time, only 2 years later, the crypto market would be down $2 trillion. At its peak, $3 trillion in digital currencies, and all backed on a single technology. How can we profit off of this? Enter NFTs. An easy to make, easy to sell, enormous ripple operation of the likes the internet has never seen. And worst of all, everybody's promoting it. Some of it is real art, most of it though, digitally altered copies of the same image. How can you make money off thousands of randomly altered images, you might wonder. First, make an OpenSea account, then draw a mascot and 5 traits with 5 different options each. Go into an NFT generator site and press start. 3,125 images in under 10 minutes. Profit up to $1 billion. The blockchain validates cryptocurrencies and NFT transactions by verifying all other transactions. So how can it verify images? It can't. NFTs are not art. Yes, you heard it right. NFTs are binary values saved on the blockchain. So you are not buying the image, you are buying the digital receipt of the transaction. If you own an NFT, you just own lines of code. You own the link to the image, which is worthless because you do not own the image. You do not even own the copyrights of the image. That means they can't be held accountable for rug pulls or market manipulations. The law around digital contracts is insanely ambiguous. And it gets worse. First, the crypto market mostly claims to be decentralized, sending information from user to user instead of a middleman. But importantly, the frame upon which crypto was built upon is owned by a corporation, which just turns out to own the currency that over 70% of NFTs use. Ethereum is the most powerful crypto company due to its blockchain that most crypto uses. It is the currency that is used for most NFTs and the one that began the entire NFT wave. So as much as it is a decentralized market, it probably couldn't even survive without a single company. Also, Ethereum uses more energy than the entire country of the Netherlands, 112 terawatts to be exact. To verify transactions, the blockchain uses computers, also known as miners, that in turn use millions of kilowatts of energy. But the energy cost and efficiency is so bad that Bitcoin uses more than 150 countries, ranking it as the 30th on the annual energy consumption list in 2021. Yes, it uses more than 75% of the world, and replacing the global currency with Bitcoin would make it 40 times slower than a bank, and it would also be the most power-hungry machine to ever be built in history, using more energy than we use on our entire planet today all at once. But still, why would anyone buy this? There is a particular clip in Logan Paul's podcast where he talks about a call with Gary Vee, a serial NFT promoter. You might wonder how NFTs became mainstream. How did it become the #1 digital investment in a single year? The answer is influencers.
Gary Vee just calls me and he's like, yo, I got like 30 people to call, hop in. I'm like,
Gary Vee, he's going, CryptoPunks, it's gonna be huge.
You get 30 of the most successful influencers in a call and you tell them to buy a little project called CryptoPunks. It wasn't the first or the most creative, so why is it worth billions? Under all of the NFT promotion, there is something darker going on. The main problem with crypto aren't the rug pulls or even the money laundering, it's the fact that it was always a scam. On average, people investing in crypto make a 5% profit, without counting in scams of course. How much do the creators make? 75%. Why isn't anyone held accountable for market manipulation? because this technology is completely anonymous. So what you can do is create multiple crypto wallets, then buy an entire project and sell it at 10 times the price. You control the assets, so you control the value. So how can influencers advertise scams like these? They can't, not publicly. At the moment with crypto, you can legally scam an influencer's audience, which is insane and definitely morally ambiguous.
With the rise of VR, you can really start to understand why these NFTs have a real shine.
If ultra successful influencers and millionaires promote something, then it will artificially raise its price. It's a cycle because you promote something, the price goes up, then you promote the fact that the price went up. It's oddly similar to the gambling situation that happened on Twitch. Influencers scamming their audience. The crypto market might have been a massive market manipulation made by influencers. Also, the entire blockchain is a lie. You now have a market full of people who want to buy into the next big wave, unregulated as it may be. How do you maintain its longevity? The answer is false hope, and more exactly, Web 3.0. Create the idea of a new generation of the internet, a decentralized utopic web, banking on the last transition, Web 2.0, being immensely successful.
Facebook net profit nearly tripled.
Well, social media, social networks, social media.
When the internet was first conceived, the web was read-only because of multiple hardware limitations. Someone could make a site and you could view it from the outside. Web 2.0 let you interact with the web. This interactivity allowed people to socially develop digitally. This is why the economy around the internet exploded and why many companies are worth billions. The problem was that the companies owned more of the web than the users. What Web 3 tries to do is find a solution by cutting out the middleman. In essence, everybody owns a part of the web. This goes back to the beginning, because some can own more than others, and thereby hold more power. Also, crypto wallets are not and cannot be safe. If someone cracks your code, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. No help, no recovery. This is why crypto wallet stealing is out of control. The problem is now, through Web 3.0, people can publish any product as a startup of a new generation for early investors. What do they get out of it? A highly profitable, long-term Ponzi scheme. At least Web 3.0 is decentralized, right?
You look lonely.
The currencies and tokens claim to be decentralized, but over 30% of all coins and tokens are owned by the creators, and 40% more are owned by the 1%. But this can be true about the biggest cryptocurrencies. Can it? Bitcoin 70% owned by 1%, Ethereum 55% owned by 1%. And the list goes on, the majority holds less than 1%. If over 50% of the biggest Web3 currencies are owned by the 1%, how is the power dynamic different from Web 2.0? It isn't. Most crypto and NFT projects are centralized. They sell a false product under revolutionary ideas. Web 3 doesn't mean we can all own the internet, it just means that those who do will benefit even more. This applies to the NFT market as well. Over 80% of NFTs are owned by under 9% of people. If over 50% of crypto is owned by 1% of people, is Web 3.0 truly decentralized? Or just a more advanced extension of Web 2.0, posed as the main selling point for the crypto market. Web 3.0 is also filled with legal problems, ranging from copyright and contract laws to market regulations and consumer protection issues. In short, it's an absolute mess. Now, what would happen if the people found out and the market crashed? The bubble bursts. Crypto is down $1 trillion. The entire market is down 37%. The only question is how. Enter Terra Luna, a stablecoin. But what is a stablecoin? Stablecoins promise to be long-term viable investments. They are linked to assets like the US dollar in price, and they burn tokens to guarantee a profit. The problem is that the stablecoin creators hold most of the tokens. One of the worst examples of this was Terra Luna. Terra Luna at its peak was worth $18 billion. So how did it crash the entire market? First, The timeline. It began all the way in January 2022, when the Luna Foundation Guard was created to protect the value of the currency through other assets. In March 2020, it gets called out as a scam. Between the 29th of March and the 11th of April, Terra buys $3.4 billion worth of Bitcoin. On the 27th, the available tokens reaches an all-time low. On the 8th of May, the assets reach an all-time low as well. The 9th of May, the value drops again. On the 10th of May, the profit reaches an all-time high. The bubble is about to burst. 11th of May 2022. It falls. The failsafe fails. Luna is in lockdown. On the next day, it falls by 99%. On the 13th, trading is locked. And by the 14th, Luna falls by 99.98%. Luna is now dead. In the aftermath, the people still holding Luna sell, causing a cycle. The more people sell, the more the value plummets, forcing others to sell as well, starting the cycle all over again until nothing is left. Bitcoin down 27% in 5 days, Ethereum down 37% in 5 days. The market crashed, the bubble burst. And all the result of a scam. If the biggest cryptocurrencies fail their investors, what happens to the trust of the entire market? It disappears. This is the death spiral. Once one big cryptocurrency loses trust, they all do, leading to a cycle across the entire market, which resulted in a crash of 37%. And nothing was safe from the crash. NFTs, minus 60% sales overall. Trading companies, most gone bankrupt. The market is based on trust and not on any real value, because you still need companies to find and buy the tokens, so the death of trust is the death of crypto in its current form. Proof of this are the crypto exchanges, which acted as banks before crypto, thereby removing the decentralization. Most are now bankrupt. Voyager, Celsius, FTX. FTX being the standout since it dissolved due to trust issues, lack of regulations, and illegal fund allocations. Like Luna, FTX also created a death spiral, further bringing down cryptocurrencies and NFTs. This would never happen if crypto was truly decentralized, without the middleman, without a single company controlling how and what you can buy. But how would crypto be truly decentralized? There are 4 main problems that need to be solved for crypto to be truly decentralized. Ownership, value, power, regulation. First, ownership. NFTs suffer from an ownership problem. Who owns the NFTs you buy? How are they exchanged? Do you get the copyrights for NFTs? Strict contract laws should be applied to all NFT transactions. This would somewhat centralize crypto, but without it, Web3 transactions are completely unregulated, meaning more scams and less innovation. If you want to make crypto the next global currency, then laws around it are necessary. NFTs do not have copyrights either, meaning you can't buy art on the blockchain. There should be copyright, otherwise there's no ownership. Second is value. How can we give crypto value? How can we give digital assets worth? Anyone can create an NFT or a cryptocurrency. It seems to have infinite value and no value at the same time. But crypto is worth as much as the people deem it to be, so stabilizing the value is really hard. If you want crypto to become the prime currency, volatility is not the way. Increasing its reach should increase stability, while decreasing volatility and making it more decentralized. Increasing value in crypto means increasing demand, so implementing crypto as the prime currency will do this, while increasing supply just means increasing the amount of computers on the blockchain. Also, how can crypto grow? There has to be a way to buy it outside of centralized companies first of all. Here lies the biggest question of implementing crypto into the world. How can you create a decentralized currency and a way to exchange it while keeping it decentralized? Who creates it? Who manages it? Any attempt to change or update a cryptocurrency like Ethereum would technically be centralized. It's a paradoxical riddle to which there is no answer at the moment. The only crypto that comes close to this is Bitcoin, but even then the creator owns 5% of the entire currency, $18 billion, and any update to it is impossible. The third problem is power. Who owns the currencies? Who controls the market? Who owns the exchanges? Who controls the supply? arguably the hardest factor to fix. You can't fix the distribution. If 9% of people own 81% of crypto, you can't fix it without hurting one group of people. But we can change who controls the market. Crypto exchanges should be completely decentralized. Otherwise, using a crypto exchange is like lending your money to a stranger. Likewise, NFTs are sold on centralized exchanges, defeating the purpose of decentralized transactions. They should be sold on decentralized exchanges, or innovative ones at least. NFTs should not be bought with a cryptocurrency created by a single company. 15% of Ethereum is still held by the company itself, so Bitcoin is the only good example of a truly decentralized cryptocurrency, and the only one with decentralized power. The final issue is regulation. How can we regulate crypto while keeping it decentralized? What needs to be regulated? And what should be kept? Crypto regulation is inevitable, unless it dies off. Regulation is split into 3 sections. First, anonymity. It contributed to crypto's success and its current state. Anonymity means independence and freedom, but also is the reason for all of the scams. Removing anonymity is impossible because the blockchain was built on it, but complete anonymity means anarchy. A balance should be struck between the two sides. Regulating accountability. Accountability of advertising. Crypto advertising is horrible right now. Scams, spams, false promises and lies. Just imagine making an entire video promoting a scam and then suffering no consequences. This is how crypto works right now, and because of a lack of accountability, sponsors and ads are rarely disclosed in crypto media. When every comment section is full of crypto scams, you know something is wrong. The final part is authenticity. Authenticity is the difference between good crypto and scams. Anyone can make a crypto project and sell worthless coins or stolen art. The freedom of creation shouldn't be removed, but there should be a way to verify projects, ranging from validating promises to checking transparency. The best project should always be the most used. This way, innovation is decentralized. Still, regulating crypto is hard, as there is a chance it might fundamentally change the way it works. Despite its uses, there is a lot holding crypto back at the moment. As I said, there is a lot that needs to be fixed, from regulation to power to value and ownership. For example, the blockchain is worthless in its current form because most crypto and NFTs are not decentralized, or at least they're not as decentralized as they claim to be. If I have to go to another company to buy crypto, then is it decentralized? If over 50% of crypto is held by under 1% of people, then is it decentralized? If the servers on which NFT projects and crypto are sold are owned by corporations, then is it decentralized? This is what we will have to figure out in the coming years to make crypto what it was always meant to be, truly decentralized.